Okay, we're going to solve this quadratic equation by completing the square. First thing I noticed is that my v squared term is alone and by itself, with a 1 out in front, so that's what I want. I have minus 2v, and my c term is already on the right-hand side, so I'm pretty much set up good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as v squared minus 2v, I'm going to leave a space, equals 3. Because we're trying to complete the square. So I'm trying to add a number here so this entire left-hand side will factor into a perfect square trinomial. To come up with that perfect number, I'm going to use the formula b over 2 squared. My b value in this case is negative 2, so negative 2 divided by 2 squared, or negative 1 squared, which is just 1. So I'm going to add a positive 1 to the left-hand side and complete the square. But if I add on the left, I also need to add on the right. So now I have v squared minus 2v plus 1 equals 4, because 3 plus 1 gives me the 4. The left-hand side will now factor into v minus 1 times v minus 1, which is what I wanted, or better known as v minus 1 quantity squared. Now that I've written it in terms of a square, I can take the square root of each side. The square root and the power cancel, and I get v minus 1 equals, when I go to take the square root of 4, I need to write a plus or a minus, and the square root of 4 is just 2. Now I'm almost done. I need to get v by itself, so I'm going to add 1. And again, I know this looks a little unusual. This is the first time you've really come in contact with pluses and minuses, so I'm just going to write this out as 1 plus or minus 2, which remember, the plus or minus just means that we have two possible answers. We have the answer for when 1 plus 2 and for 1 minus 2, so that's 3 and negative 1. And if you check both of those answers back into your original equation, they will work. And that's your answer.